Wrench. Fingerprints Mrs. White and Professor Plum. A letter and receipt from antique dealer to Mr. Body. Knife hidden. Fingerprints Miss Scarlet, Mrs. Peacock, and Mr. Body. Blood on knife. Tests show blood to be Mr. Body's. Gun hidden behind books. Fingerprints Mr. Green, Professor Plum, and Colonel Mustard. Gun fired recently. No bullets. Lead pipe wrapped in newspaper. No fingerprints. pen under the chair. Blood on floor. Tests show blood to be Mr. Body's. A billiard cue and balls scattered on the floor.
You think the murder took place in the billiard room? But who was the murderer? Which weapon do you think they used? And this is your accusation? You think the murderer was Mr. Green in the billiard room with the lead pipe?
Congratulations, you've got it all right. Let's go back and have a look at it step by step and see how it happened.
Mr. Green knew that he was in trouble as soon as he heard about Mr. Body's conversion. With Mrs. White's help, he'd been quietly stealing Mr. Body's antiques for a long time. Once Brother Jerome was entrusted with the property, the game would be up. He tried to persuade the professor to kill Mr. Body, but that didn't work. Mr. Green didn't think he had the nerve to do it himself. But he was soon to find out. When Mr. Green left the lounge, he saw Mr. Body in the corridor. It was at that moment that Mr. Green decided to settle up with Mr. Body for good. He went into the kitchen looking for some sort of weapon, and there he saw it, sitting on the windowsill, the lead pipe that Mrs. White had left there earlier. He wrapped it in a newspaper and went looking for Mr. Body. He found him in the billiard room, leaning over the table, about to take a shot. The cue fell to the floor, and the balls scattered everywhere as the lead pipe did its work. Mr. Green was careful. He cleaned the pipe on the paper, and then he wrapped the paper around the pipe. He went down to the kitchen and hid them both under the kitchen sink.
And that is how Mr. Body met his end. Why not come back and try to solve the next murder mystery at Arlington Hall?